In a small town surrounded by mountains and blooming gardens, there lived two very close cousins, Clara and Isabella. Since childhood, the two shared secrets, dreams, and laughter. They were inseparable, almost sisters at heart. They grew up together, playing under the trees, sharing adventures and confidences. But, as in every good story, fate was preparing a surprise that would forever change their relationship. But before we continue, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to help us reach 1,000 subscribers. At the beginning of that summer, a new resident arrived in town. His name was Raphael. He had a charming smile and a mysterious demeanor, one of those who seemed to hide 1,000 stories behind every glance. Raphael was kind, polite, and soon won over everyone around him, including Clara and Isabella. Unbeknownst to them, the two cousins began to fall for the same guy. Clara was a dreamer, loved to draw, and had a sweet gaze, always attentive to the details of life. Isabella, on the other hand, was fearless, enjoyed adventures, and discovering new places. Each in her own way caught Raphael's attention. He enjoyed deep conversations with Clara and had fun with Isabella's free spirit. The trio began to spend more time together, exploring trails, talking by the lake, and laughing under the starry sky. As the days went by, the emotions began to intensify. Clara noticed how Isabella smiled when Raphael approached, and Isabella noticed the exchanged glances between Clara and him. Gradually, a feeling of jealousy began to grow, silently, between the two. The friendship, once so solid, started to shake. Small arguments arose, and the cousins began to avoid each other, each holding on to the hope of being chosen by Raphael. Raphael, for his part, felt the atmosphere change. He knew he needed to make a decision, but he didn't want to hurt either of them. During a rainy afternoon, he withdrew into his thoughts, reflecting on his feelings. He realized that, although he admired Isabella a lot, it was with Clara that his heart truly connected. It was with her that he felt at home, understood, and truly loved. On that same day, Clara and Isabella had a difficult conversation. Tears came, along with sincere words. They talked about their fears, their hurts, and, above all, about the friendship that had always united them. In the end, they realized that nothing, not even a love, should separate them. They made peace, hugged each other, and promised that, no matter what happened, they would always be by each other's side. Raphael then sought out Clara. Under the shade of an ancient tree, he opened his heart, saying that it was for her that his feelings were strongest. Clara smiled, moved, and agreed to live that love story by his side. Isabella, although she felt a twinge of sadness, was happy for the happiness of the two. She knew that true love is also made of generosity and understanding. Time passed, and Isabella decided to travel to a nearby city in search of new experiences and adventures. There, she met Lucas, a cheerful and fun young man who shared her passion for trails and challenges. Amid conversations and laughter, a new love was born, light and spontaneous. Isabella realized that destiny always has surprises in store for those who are open to living from the heart. Clara and Raphael stayed together, building a relationship based on respect, affection, and a lot of partnership. Isabella and Lucas, in turn, explored the world together, collecting memories and living each moment intensely. The two cousins maintained a strong bond, now even more mature, as they learned that true love is not possession, but freedom and trust. The story of the cousins and their loves spread throughout the city, inspiring others to believe that life is full of new beginnings and that, even when everything seems lost, there is always a new chance to be happy. The secret was not to hold on to grudges, to forgive, and above all, to value the people who walk beside us. In the end, everyone found their place. Raphael and Clara turned love into a beautiful partnership. Isabella and Lucas traveled the world together, and the friendship between the cousins grew even stronger. They learned that sometimes destiny challenges us so that we can grow, mature, and understand that happiness does not depend on a single person, but on how we choose to live and share our feelings. And so, amidst encounters and misunderstandings, the small town was the stage for a story of love, friendship, and overcoming challenges. A story that reminds us that the heart has room for many loves and that true happiness lies in knowing how to forgive, start over, and value those who truly matter. After all, everyone deserves to find their own happy ending, whether by the side of a great love, a special friend, or simply living the adventure of being who they are. This story shows that even when jealousy and doubt arise, love and friendship can be stronger. That no obstacle is too great when one has the courage to be sincere, to apologize, and to move forward. And that, in the end, life always finds a way to surprise, bringing new paths, new people, and new reasons to smile. May we learn from Clara, Isabella, Raphael, and Lucas to value true feelings, to cultivate sincere friendships, and to open our hearts to the unexpected. Because, deep down, life is just that, a mystery full of surprises, where everyone can write their own story of love, friendship, and happiness. Share this beautiful story with your friends and subscribe to the channel to see more exciting and amazing stories.